next step in the gas heater is putting a line between the fuel pump and the exit holes, the location of the heater itself under the passenger seat. It involves quite a few things. The two main things that I have to guide is the fuel line, as well as a small electric cable that goes from the heater to the fuel pump. This is you can see the electric line. It's well protected, but just in case, I'll embed it in a wire loom for the extent of the line, so it's a little bit more protected. Then the second one is the fuel line, which is really very small. Also, to protect that, I got an outside fuel line, which is quite a bit bigger, and I will be able to guide it through that fuel line and have a good protection around that as well. And these two, I will guide these two together to the gas heater. I have a small part that was included by Webasto too, a connection for the fuel line to the fuel pump with two clips. My zip ties, of course, and since the fuel line has to go around the exhaust pipe of the van, which is quite hot, or can be quite hot, and heat will create air bubbles in my line, which is a big issue with the pump. And so to prevent that, I have a heat shield that will go around that as well. I decided to buy some wireloom for some extra protection. Bought in this case some extra fuel line, some wider fuel line to protect the fuel line itself. So first what I'll do is put some protection around the fuel line. I got this line in. I had to stretch it in a straight line, otherwise I couldn't really get it in there. So that's ready to be installed. Then I got my electric line, so I'll well, yeah, now you're stuck, eh? Now you're stuck. Now, ga down. Ga down. Yeah. Joey. That's the connection at the fuel pump, isn't it, Joey? Yeah? Okay. It's not really necessary, but what I also do, or I like to do, is start with a little bit of electrical tape. Just taping around the wire loom. Ah, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. Yeah. That's the other end of the line. This connector has to go on there, and then the fuel line. That is getting there. Then this one. Completely unmovable, so that should be okay. I have downloaded some pictures of other installations that will help me with my own. So do your research, and that may make it a little bit easier. I had to straighten that line to get it close to here. Then of course I have my electrical conduit. we can do is this. That's a good connection. That looks good. Next point where I can connect it is this here. The next step is, at this point, either before or after this cross member, and I think after it, so at the front of the gas tank, I need to guide these two cables to the other side of the van, so over the gas tank as well as the exhaust. So that's what I have to figure out right now. Yeah, the next problem is to get those lines to cross over to the other side of the van, and lots of cables and fuel lines and whatever. And I also have to include the heat shield that I have. I have to figure out exactly where that heat shield should start. This heat shield has Velcro on one side at one end and on the other side one end. So you roll it up and put it together. The Velcro works very well. So the next step is to get it underneath the front of the gas tank. Okay, this is the other side. I still have to attach it here, but this is where it comes out, and this is the location where the gas heater will be connected. Feels a solid connection, but now I have to cut it off. Okay, that's the fuel line. Okay, that's just temporary, but that's nicely out of the way. Okie doke. Next step. Hi guys, this is Joey and we're building a one-of-a-kind RV. Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. If you enjoyed the video, give us a like and subscribe. Or better yet, leave a comment. Thanks guys. Done a good job.